Hey everybody, welcome to an early edition of Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 2 today. If you're watching this live, welcome. If you're watching this in the future on my YouTube channel at Bill Hobart, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel, please. This is a 99% clairvoyant reading, so it should be a good afternoon for the next hour. So we'll see who pops on. I put notifications out, so hopefully people will see them. If not, we're just going to talk. So we'll see who pops on. Yeah. Hi, Jen. How's it going? How you doing? Hi, Amanda. Hey, Pat. How's it going for you? Big changes this weekend, so I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, someone else is here, but they haven't announced themselves yet. So we'll see who they are. There's Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Yeah, so new moon tomorrow. Teresa Parker, how's it going? Hi, Brandy. How are you? Bill, do you carry your glow? This glow? Or this glow? This is always, yeah, the violet flame of, yes. Yep. So, I only see it when I'm doing this because I can actually see that it's still there. But yeah, I feel it all the time. Yeah. Yes. So there's a lot going on. New moon tomorrow. I'm good. Yes, Kathy, I do again, right? Yep. So I'm doing this early because I have a party in Rochester, downtown Rochester Hills. No, I'm sorry, downtown Rochester. Hi, Molly. At a restaurant. It's Social Worker Month. And so I'm doing readings for social workers today from 4 to 6. Yeah. So it's going to be kind of fun. Yeah, I like doing stuff like that. So that's why we're doing this at 2 o'clock instead of 3, which is fine. Yep. Yes, Amanda, the violet rays, I still have it. Yep, still there. Still there. Yep. I think it's going to be with me forever, honestly, just because of my vibration. Yeah. So, hey, Jamie. Yes. So, I think we're going to start because he's ready. So, first thing Spirit wants to talk about is, hang on, he just shuffled them. Okay, first thing he wants to talk about is this. New moon is tomorrow, okay? It's actually late tomorrow, I believe. Late tomorrow, yes, okay. Okay. Hey, Candy. Set your new moon intentions, he says. And what that means is, what do you want for the next month? And I'll tell you why. Forces are propelling people forward crazy right now, all right? Like Spirit has talked about for the past couple weeks, it's all about picking your future. It's all about understanding who do you want to be. It's all in understanding that, okay, I've done some healing, I've done more healing, I've done my healing, all right? And I'm ready, Spirit, got to proclaim it. I'm ready to move the next dimension. I'm ready to move on to what's next. I'm ready to move on to blah, 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 blah. I'm ready to receive my house. I'm ready I'm ready to receive my new job. I'm ready to receive, because what has happened in the last 3 weeks or so is the clearing, all right? So it's all about standing in that power, even though your ego may not be agreeing with you, Spirit says, because it depends on how much ego work you've done on yourself, right? And if you're actually holding it accountable, Spirit says, calling it out, because if you're not going to call it out, you're going to get that story again and again and again. And what will happen is I know, but we have to wait. Okay, I got to stop right there. Molly, are you still here? Let me know if you are still watching the video. Because I have to say something to her from. So until she answers, hopefully she's here still. Okay. Hang on. I got to get back on that track. Because I think one of her children's here who's passed away. Or somebody that she knows. So I don't think she's here. I think she just popped on and then she left. So I'll have to get in touch with her. Okay. So let me tell him that. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Okay. Chimes. Okay. He's still here. So we'll see if he keeps. I need to talk to my mom. 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 Hey, Haley. Yeah, he keeps going. Oh, there she is. Okay. Molly, did one of your children pass away that's a male? Because he's here. Or somebody for you is here. It's a male. He shows as a young man. So I don't know if maybe I'll talk to you after, like on my way to the event that I'm going to or something like that. He says he's okay with that. I don't know who this person, he acts like he says he needs to talk to his mom. So I'm assuming that's you. Thank you. Okay. So you want me to talk to you here or you want me to talk to you later? Okay. What's his name? Yeah, I think we're going to do it later. Okay. Because if that's okay with you. All right. Because he's okay with that. Chimes. Yeah, Molly, he's okay with that, all right? So either I'll call you on through Messenger or something like that, so we can have a conversation. Hey, Barb. Because he's gonna, that's what he wants me to talk to you, not through this, okay? Is that okay with you? Molly, just let me know if it is, and then and he's okay with that. So and he's stepping back, so that's cool. So it must be okay with you. So, hey, Tracy. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now he's got my heart again. So don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Molly, if you can just tell me what his name is, I can talk to him that way, and I can get him just to, because he's sending me pulses of emotion, all right? Pulses of emotion. And if I can call him by his name, he'll pay attention to me more. All he sees is the vessel to talk to his mom. All right? Okay, so with the new moon tomorrow night, all right? Setting your intentions, understanding that this, I'm telling you, we talked about this about a month and a half ago. That are you asking for what you want out loud? Because we've got 5 weeks of manifestation still to come. And there is all kinds of energy flowing through the vortex. All right? The gamma rays are hitting the earth. They're hitting us. Understanding that this is the time when we say yes to our future or no to our future. At this time. Doesn't mean it's not going to come back around again, Spirit says. But we want to make sure that in the past, now going into the 4th month of the year and before, that we've done our work, that we paid as close attention as we possibly can, hey Annette, to calming our ego down, controlling it. We're not supposed to get rid of it because it's a good thing. It will be in the end. Understanding that we have to, I know, Spirit. Hang on. We have to change the story. We have to change our story in our head. We have to control our ego. We have to make sure that we are totally invested in where we're going because it's coming quickly. The one thing Spirit does not want you to have to do, hey, Allison, is to be blindsided. All right? Because it's coming quickly. We're in the middle of fourth dimensional energy, guys. And future, and Spirit talked about this in the wintertime. Spring and summer are going to be fantastic. All right? It's going to be fabulous. And all the stuff that we've asked for is going to come to us. And we have to make sure that we're prepared to receive it. Because 9 times out of 10, we are not. We are not ready. We're not. And so we have to make sure that we are and I know, Spirit, I know. It doesn't mean that we have to be physically ready. We have to be psychologically ready and emotionally ready to take, hey, Shannon, to receive that, right? To take it and go, yes, that's mine. That's mine too. That's mine too. And then just surround ourselves in it. And not say, no, I don't think so. No, oh God, they're playing with my nose. No, no, don't say no. If it comes to you, it's yours. Don't say, well, it's not what I really wanted, or hey, Shelly, or it's not, or I thought it would be bigger. Well, did you believe it should be bigger when you were asking? That's the key. Are you totally invested in, oh, stop. Are you totally invested in asking for what, oh my, stop. You put it in my nose. Are you totally invested in what you want, believing that you deserve it, that it's mine? Like my favorite phrase is, it's already mine. It's already yours. It's already yours. Everyone, it's already yours. See? And it's true, but you have to believe it because there's a manifestation process, and we all know this, that we have to make sure that every single day we do something to invest in what we want. I do every morning in the shower. My greatest time is in the shower. You guys know that I set the intention and I'm raising my vibration to receive blah, 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 blah. By the end of 2022, I'm setting the intention and raising my vibration to receive blah, 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 blah by the end of 22. That is how I do it. How did I know how to do it like that? Because it works. It works. Do you have to be at a certain level of energy? No, I don't think so. Is it going to take longer to manifest if you are at a lower dimension, like just a lower vibration? Probably so. Again, that's where the energy blast comes in, right? Because Tammy gets you up there in front of that damn vortex, and she cords it, and guess what happens? Sometimes you might feel like you're hanging there, right? Because it's corded to your head, right? And you're like, okay, why do I feel like I'm hanging here? And what I want is right there. I can't reach it though. But this cord, yeah, that is an incentive, Spirit says, for you to continue to raise your vibration by doing the Steve Noble guided meditations that are third dimensional. There's some that are 4 and 5, but the majority of them are there to help you release what you can't release on your own. Because we don't know how to do it most times. I still don't know how to do it. I mean, I'm pretty good at being able to release things, but there's still days where I'm like, WTF, I don't get it. And it's because something's going on in the universe where the planets right now are so connected to each other. They're so close to each other that the energy is bouncing off all of them. And where does it bounce off to? Us. So, I know. He says the last 10 days have been a struggle for some people. That it's been give and take. And I know, because your soul, your body, your spirit is being volleyed between fourth dimension and fifth dimension, fourth dimension and fifth dimension, fourth dimension and fifth dimension, right? I know. He says, you're being moved across the goal post, back and forth, back and forth. And that is because you're not solid in where you want to be. You have to proclaim, Spirit, I'm ready to be in 4D, 100%. And on to 5D when you're ready to take me there. I'm leaving 3D behind. I need to leave 3D behind. All of those things, like Spirit has talked about the last 2 weeks, where we are leaving our past lives behind us and choosing and writing a new soul journey for our future. And you have to do that, not here or here. You have to do that here. You have to talk out loud. Spirit, I want that, and I want to be that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that. That's what it is. Nothing is off limits, Spirit says. Nothing is off limits. You want to be a millionaire? Guess what? Buy a lottery ticket when you're ready. When they tell you to buy a lottery ticket. Yesterday, I saw that freaking Powerball commercial 5 times in an hour. So guess what I did? I bought a Powerball lottery ticket for Saturday. Or for last night. Didn't win, but put it out there. So again, if I'm guided on Saturday after the psychic fair to buy a lottery ticket, guess what? I'll buy another one. Putting energy into that because they're knocking on your door by seeing, for me, the commercial 5 times in an hour. Really? And I wasn't even watching TV. I was just diddling around on TV. I wasn't watching one channel. I was working, and that was background noise because I needed some background noise yesterday. Big time. Because yesterday for me, I don't know about anybody else, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I felt a shift. And I felt sick to my stomach, and I felt kind of delirious because they were pulling stuff off of me. The flame. See? That's what it's about. Is understanding that every day they're pulling energy off of you. They try every day. You subconsciously are ready to leave that stuff, to leave it. Hey, Angel. But negative ego goes, wait a minute. I'm in charge here. And that's when you're not conscious. See? That's when you're not conscious. Yesterday, about 2 o'clock, I was like, so Spirit, why is my stomach upset all of a sudden? Out of nowhere. And I felt delirious. And I was driving. Like, okay, Spirit, why do I feel like this? I didn't eat anything. I didn't take anything. I didn't do anything at all. I said, so what is that? Because I ask questions all the time. And I tell people every day, you got to talk out loud. You got to talk out loud. Got to talk out loud. Brandy said she had a very bad headache last night and was dizzy. Exactly. Something in the universe, I don't know what it was because I didn't check, right? I didn't check, is pulling that energy off of us is because we're losing third dimensional energy. We're losing third dimensional energy. And most of us who watch Coaching for the Soul for sure, or do other types of things having to do with our spirituality, we are invested in that. And so it's all about allowing them to take it whenever they decide to take it. Because they know when to. We can react to it like, okay, I don't understand. What is that about? But saying it to them, not keeping it in our head. Well, I wonder what, it's not your job to figure it out, Spirit says. Hey, Jody, right? He always says that. It's not your job to figure it out. It's your job to ask. It's your job to tell us that you're feeling it so we can help you change it. I was exhausted yesterday, out of nowhere. I didn't do energy blasts. I didn't do anything energy-wise at all. Nothing. But something clicked at 2 o'clock. Hey, Maddie. And I'm like, whoa, what is that about? I came home, took a nap for 40 minutes before you-know-who woke me up because he was hungry. Can I get a nap? No. Dad can't get a nap, as he slept all day. What are you going to do, right? I think sometimes he sees that I'm on the couch and I'm laying down. And he's like, well, this is a perfect time because Daddy's not busy for me to ask for something to eat. And of course he gets it. But when you have those episodes, right? When you have those feelings, when you have those that change going on, that you don't know what it is, that's when you ask, Spirit, what is this? Why do I feel yucky today? What's going on with that? And I will guarantee you, you will get what I call, and they'll give you an eyedropper, which is when they eye drop you. Hang on. Just went in another direction. When they eye drop thoughts into your crown chakra, because when you're relaxed, it kind of opens up, it kind of cracks, and light comes out. And so that's when you get like these random thoughts. Well, again, that's how I got what it was. He says, it's just us. Okay, well, then me. Well, what are you doing? Clearing. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to know what you're clearing because I got a lot, right? We all do. 62, 55, 25, 37, 12, whatever. This life and the last lifetimes. Again, understanding that we're in the midst of transformation. We're in the midst of us having to make the choice by proclaiming out loud, I'm ready to move up there. I'm ready. Now, does that mean it's today? No. Might be tomorrow. Might be the next day. Might be a week. Might be a week and a half. I know. Because Spirit says it's transformation. We have to understand what that means. We are transforming from who we were into who we are and we are going to be. And we have to keep that in the front of our head. Because if you're not controlling that negative ego, it's going to say, oh my God, this is this. Oh my God, this is this. Oh my God, oh my God. And what will happen if you're not conscious? You will pull yourself away and slide right back into third dimensional energy because it's comfortable. It's old behavior. Chimes. That you've known for centuries. And then you'd be like, oh my God, I woke up and all of a sudden, 4 days later, I woke up and holy cow, I can't believe that I did that. Well, that's okay. Stop, Spirit. It's okay, right? It's okay that I know. He says, it's okay. Hey, Kelly, it's okay in your process. It's okay in your transformation. It's okay in your purpose, he says. To fall back, I know. 3 steps forward, 1 step back. 4 steps forward, half a step back. 5 steps forward, 1 step back. It's a back and forth. It's a seesaw, right? It's back and forth because I know. You'll know when you're firmly in the 4th dimension. You'll firmly know when you're in the 5th dimension. And you will not be as confused as ones that are now. Because we'll be further into that energy, right? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Is getting yourself prepared. Getting yourself where you're doing the same good things for yourself every day. Are you taking care of you? Because now you have to. Because when we get further and further into 4th dimensional energy which is healing and loving and wonderful, you can't be the bad guy. Not supposed to be the bad guy. That's them. Does that make sense? Makes sense. To me, it makes total sense. That we have to love ourselves. That's what it's all about. Is again, changing the narrative in our minds because of negative ego. Changing the narrative in our souls, in our heart. That I can't move forward. Hey, Marcia, I can't move forward because my mother died and it's been 3 years. It's like, okay, well, that makes sense, but what are you doing to move forward out of that? Are you taking care? Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Negative ego tells you that you can't. And then people are famous. I was one. I don't know how to do it. I didn't have anybody teaching me, so they made me suffer. Hey, Paula. Which is good for Capricorn, because we think we know everything. We think we know the way. We don't. So sometimes we have to be broken down to the lowest common denominator, so we'll freaking listen to what they're telling us. And some people may be like that too. So understanding that we have to be the one who sets the narrative. We have to be the one, and we get that negative saboteur, negative ego, back, where it goes to sleep, and it's right back here in the right side of your head. Is it going to still be still there? Trust me, it's still. But it, like people who don't think before they speak, just comes out of their mouth. Well, that's just who I am. Well, guess what? You're going to learn lots of lessons on that until you finally go, okay, I got to stop doing that because I'm being punished not only by mankind, but by myself. Beating myself up and this, that, and the other thing. So that's what this time is for. Because as we get through the summer, it's paradise. It is one more step into higher dimensional energy that allows us to know more, allows us to shed who we used to be. in this lifetime and prior lifetimes. Because it's all about us being conscious of that's not who I am anymore. And I don't know how many times I said that to myself in 2019, 2020, of Bill, when ego would kick up, Bill, we're not that person anymore. That's who we used to be, Bill. We are not that person anymore. Before I learned how to control my ego. Because things would just pop up. I would feel bad in my heart. So I'd say, oh, Spirit, so what's this? Why do I feel like this today? Why am I so emotional? What's going on? And that's what it is negative ego sabotaging you. And that was in 2019, 2020. So now that we're firmly in fourth dimensional energy, that's what it's about, is understanding that amazing things will happen to you, not only to help you heal, for me, Violet Flame, and the white light that came out of my head a month and a half ago, whenever that was, out of my crown, directly to the universe, when I was doing that reading with that woman. But again, did I expect those things? No. Do I know they're there? I know they're there, but, like all of us, you can't sit and go, oh my gosh, puff your chest out and be like, oh my God, my crown chakra's lit up and I'm this beacon of love and light, when you're not. As it comes forward to us, as we start to truly embrace it, which all of us will at one level or another. Stop beating yourself up, Spirit says. He says, because it drives your guides nuts. That inner saboteur. That doesn't serve you. And they're all like, oh my God, I wish he'd quit being human. I wish she would quit being human. Spirit has said this to me. He doesn't understand why humans are so attached to emotions. They've never been human. They don't understand it. Why are you so emotional? What is that? How come you just can't let that go, Bill? I don't know why I can't, Spirit. I don't know why I can't. That was years ago. But we all have it, right? We all have it. We all have it. Is that because I know. Spirit says because human internalizes everything. Not only here, but here. And that's ego. And they're connected, guys. They're connected. So during this time of us being pulled and volleyed back and forth, right? And that's by our own doing. Because we haven't chosen yet where we want to stand, where we want to be. Because it's scary. And also, Spirit says, it's doubt. Well, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, Bill. Really? It's not for you to choose. Because you don't know. They know. Right? Understanding that the more that we work on ourselves, the more that we talk out loud to Spirit every day, the more that we ask for what we want, the more that we let out our anger, our disappointment, our frustration. Spirit, stop playing with my nose, please. The higher your vibration gets. If you're doing the energy blast every other Monday at 1:11, Tammy left this week's up for 3 days. So she's getting the message, got to be up for more time, and I hope everyone took advantage of that if you're in the spiritual playground group, because that stuff works. It works. It works. And you guys know, I wouldn't promote that stuff if it didn't help me. I've never been in this high vibration in my life. And everybody can get there by doing that every other Monday at 1:11. If you can't do it live, then make sure that you leave yourself a note on your phone, you leave yourself a voicemail, whatever you have to do. Hi, Holly. I didn't see you come in. It actually can get you from point A to point B to point C to point D. And all you got to do is picture this thing in your head and drop it into your heart and let her do the work for you. Yeah. That's what's so important. Taking all the tools that you can to fix yourself, to heal yourself. And if you don't do that, guess what? Negative ego is totally in control. Because if you don't do something for free, I don't know about that. I'm all about free. If I get something for free, I'm all about that. Like Spirit always says, Bill, it's about the message, not the money. Trust me, there's sometimes I would do psychic fairs for free. But I got to get paid as an energy exchange, right? But it's so much fun that I do it for nothing. Spirit, stop. This is a female guy that keeps messing with my nose, and I don't know who she is because she's new, and I don't know who she is. So yeah. So, new moon energy. Decide what you want and speak it. All right, and then it is 30 days long until I think it's 30 days or 26 days, something like that, until the new moon, until the full moon. And you guys know how I feel about the full moon. It is about release. It's about absolutely letting things go. It's about deciding to just say, I'm not dealing with that anymore. That's gone. I'm not dealing with that. Not dealing with that. Because it's all about you taking one step at a time. Because if you don't take one step at a time, that's in charge. That's in charge. All right? Now, Spirit says, make sure that you have a destination. All right? Do you want to be firmly in 4D? Want to be firmly in 5D? Or 4D and higher? And then make that proclamation, he says. Because they're all listening. They're all listening to find out where you think you should be. They already know. And this is what happens to me when I'm doing readings, is that I'll ask a question of someone and they will say, well, you should know that. I say, well, I do. But you need to say it out loud as confirmation on what they're giving me on that child, or they're giving me on your future, or they're giving me on whatever, right? Because I have to ask questions. Some people don't, and they'll say, yes, I have a child here, but no, I don't have any boys. Ask the question, but they don't. But again, subconsciously, negative ego is saying, well, if I don't ask the questions, I can't ask questions because I should already know. Well, you're not God. Again, you may be picking somebody up who just walked by you, or somebody who's walking by my apartment today, or whatever. I mean, that's where you have to ask the questions. Same thing with your questions for Spirit. Same thing with your declarations to Spirit. If you're not doing everything you possibly can to let it go, if you're not doing everything that you can to set the mark on where you want to go, it doesn't matter what's going on down here, Spirit says. It doesn't. Hey, Melinda, it doesn't matter. It's all about the future. It's all about saying, I'm done with this. I'm ready to go there. And I'm working every day as much as I can, Spirit, doing everything that I can as much as I can to get rid of, and I'm going to allow you to take it. I'm going to allow you, blah, blah, blah. So then when you feel yucky, like today for me, I'm like power packed. Everything is falling into line. It's like the intensity of energy today is crazy for me. So something happened yesterday. They pulled something off of me and allowed my vibration to get higher. I don't know if anybody else is feeling that today, but it's like dum 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 dum. Holy moly! Since this morning, early this morning, they made me get up out of working on my computer, posting things, right? And they said, get in the shower. Then you got to do A, B, C, and D. Really? I got tomorrow. Boom, 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 boom. So it's like, okay. And as soon as I got out of the shower, it was like, boom, 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 boom. And everything's been efficient. I showered efficiently, set my intentions. It was like, I was out of the shower in like 7 minutes. I'm never out of the shower in 7 minutes. Never. I'm a little high maintenance. A lot high maintenance. But I take care of myself. That's the key. I don't care. But today, they care, like, okay, we got to get this stuff done. You got coaching for the soul at 2. You got to do this at 1 o'clock, blah, 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 blah. So when that happens, embrace it. When you have a yucky, slow, it's about your energy. It's about you. What did you think about? What did you dream about last night? How did you feel this morning? Did you get yourself out of bed in the right frame of mind, or did you not? Did you get out of bed yucky? You can't get out of bed yucky. Got to do that self-talk out loud. Oh, no, Bill. We are not having that kind of a day today. No. If you didn't sleep well or whatever it might be. For me, getting up with Bailey a lot makes me exhausted in the morning. Hey, Sylvia. But it's about saying, no, we're not having that day, Bill. We can't. No, that day, we got to let that go because we'll be fine. We got to take a nap in the afternoon. We'll take a nap in the afternoon, but we'll be fine. And when you do that, talking to yourself in third person, I'll tell you what, you can't get out of bed in a crappy mood. You can't. You can't. You can't. Because that mood follows you. That energy follows you throughout your day until you encounter somebody who does one of two things. Irritates the hell out of you and you, or somebody that you meet, somebody whatever is in a really good mood and it's infectious. You go, oh my God, I'm so glad oh my God. And it's gone. Because you had a pleasant conversation with somebody in line at the grocery store, or you had a conversation over frozen food, whatever, right? That's your guides putting somebody in your way to allow you to let that energy go through talking to somebody else. Because you haven't learned yet, aren't conscious enough yet, all the time. We're conscious sometimes, but it's not conscious all the time. And we have to be. You've got to have practices in place, Spirit says, you've got tools in your toolbox. Use them. Use them. There's days when I forget and I'm in a crappy mood and I will stop myself and go, Bill, we're not having that day. We're not having that day. Let that energy go. Bailey has no idea that it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Bailey has no idea that it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Bailey has no idea that it's 5 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't know. He can't be mad because he doesn't know. Dementia, blind, 18 years old, dad gotta go potty, get outside, daddy don't have to go potty. Okay. Can't get mad. Gotta let it go. Now, if you can do that, you're halfway there. With anything. Don't hold on to that stuff. Because right now, you're being called upon by the universe to let your past lives go. Let it go. Let it go. Let that narrative go. And if you have to say, Spirit, I'm letting it go. Spirit, I'm letting it go. And ego, stop. Because I'm not listening to that because that is in a past life that I let go. I'm not that person anymore. Let it go. You know, I do this, right? No, I go, I'm not listening to that. No, I'm not listening to that because that's a lie. That's bullshit. No, I'm not listening to it. Past lives. Yeah, past lives is gone. We're letting all that go. That 10,000 years of lifetimes, I'm letting that stuff go. Exactly. Jamie does I am statements to lift my energy and quick meditations. Exactly. When you are not even focused, but that is your go-to, that means you're on the high road to 5D. But if you don't do that, but you do it once in a while, but not all the time, doesn't mean that you're going to stay in 3D. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Doesn't mean anything. Just means your progression is slower, which is okay. Because one day you're going to wake up like that and go, holy cannoli. I'm way up here. I'm all freaking dizzy. Everything is like, wow, I can't believe this. And then light starts to come, and all of a sudden you start seeing things, or you're talking out loud to Spirit, and all of a sudden, boom, they hit you with a love bubble. You go, wow, I've never had that before. And then you take your phone or you journal it. I take my phone and I talk into my phone under the video tab and take a picture. The camera. Because I will forget it. Because I'm no longer grounded deeply into the earth. I know. Spirit says, I'm tiptoed in the earth. Meaning that I'm connected, but I'm not like full-fledged grounded until the earth. You can't be. You can't be 100% grounded in the earth and going 4 to 5D. It doesn't work. You can't stretch your body that much. You can't. Now that doesn't mean that you can't do some type of grounding exercises once in a while, but I no longer picture courting the center of the earth anymore. I don't. It just, I can't get it to go there because it doesn't. Spirit's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Rachel. So all of us have have to do what feels best for us now, but not feel bad when you can't do it anymore. Because again, the higher dimensional energy, you're not really going to be able to ground into the core of the earth. You'll be able to connect to the universe because you're going into a higher dimension. And then as you go through, and it's easier and easier for you to do things without thinking about it, because it's habit. It's the go-to. And that's because ego's quiet. Ego's not chattering in your head about how to fix it, about what it is, how does this happen, blah, 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 blah. Because you've healed most of your heart from your past. Does it mean it's 100% healed? No. And people always say, well, Bill, how do I know I'm healed? When you hear a song that reminds you of your mom or your dad, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or an ex-wife or an ex-husband, or a best friend or whatever, and you don't go, oh, wow. Don't get emotional about it. You go, that song reminds me of my mom. She must be around. How about that, Mom? That's what you do. And nine times out of 10, it's that person, if they've passed, even when it's somebody who's still alive, right? Like an ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-friend, whatever. As you get healed, that doesn't bother you anymore. So when you hear the song, you go, oh my God, I love this song. Me and so-and-so used to groove to this song. But I don't feel bad that they're not in my life anymore because I've healed. I have a lot of those. All of us do. So that's how you know. And with everything that's going on in the universe, pulling us forward, having us proclaim our decision. Because all of us, if you're watching Coaching for the Soul, either live or on YouTube or anywhere else, I don't know, or any spiritual thing at all that you're investing in, you are not meant to be in 3D. Mm-mm. You're meant to be in higher dimensional energy, and you're getting there. But everyone is at a different level. And we, again, negative ego, because I'm telling you, once we get to the point where negative ego goes to sleep, because it will, I can attest to that. When you finally say, ego, I don't need you, I'm in control, I'm stronger than you, and ego says, oh my gosh, I'm so glad, I'm so tired. And it retires to the back of the right side of your head, doesn't mean it's not listening. Because, oh, trust me, it's still listening. Anytime it knows it can get an in, it will try to get an in. But once that happens, your ego flips to positive ego. Chimes. And all of a sudden, you're like, what the fuck is that about? They're telling me what to do now. I can trust this because it's no longer the saboteur. Do we know what that is yet? No. But that's what Spirit says to me. Once we get that taken care of, once we get that settled, and it switches like it's supposed to, I know. He says that's part of your clairvoyancy, which will appear as you go further and further into fourth and fifth dimensional energy. He says they work in tandem with each other, where now they do not. They do not work in tandem. Now it works in tandem with your heart, with your emotions. But can you imagine having a positive conversation in your head and it not being a saboteur? A positive conversation in your head and stuff starts coming true? How about that? Still got to do some work in there, right? Still got to put some energy in. But it doesn't mean that it's got to be hard and tough. That's their dimension. 4, 5, 6 and up is not hard. It's not easy, but it will be easy because we'll become lighter human beings. We'll become lighter. We won't think as much. We'll know more because all of a sudden we're using parts of our brain that we haven't used ever in third dimensional lifetimes. And that's what they're trying to get us to do now. Again, Spirit's talked about 2022, 23 is going to be monumental years. They're quantum years. So everything is doubled. The energy's doubled. Everything is projecting us forward as long as we don't have our heels dug into 3D. or the story in our head, which continues to sabotage us. That we don't do the free energy blast every Monday at 1:11 if we can in person, because we're working and things like that, or we have an appointment or whatever. But we make a note to make sure that as soon as I get out of work, or as soon as I get back from my appointment, or as soon as I do this, I'm going to make sure that I do the session of half an hour, because I need my vibration to be raised. I need to keep my vibration, create my frequency at a higher spot, because then things come to me with ease, but not down here in 3D. And because we're so comfortable down there, we can fall back easier until we don't do that anymore. For me, it is way too hard to go into 3D. It is extremely difficult. It is frustrating. It is exhausting. It is just WTF. When I do psychic fairs, third dimensional energy. Yeah. But I like doing some of them because they're fun. It's something different. I don't have to live on them anymore. So again, progression, right? My vibration is higher. I no longer have to be down here. It's easier. It's more fun to be up here. Is it exhausting? It is in the beginning. But then, guess what? Everything starts to come to you and you're like, holy moly, this is freaking cool. Oh my gosh. I can say I'm going to get that. I can say I'm going to get that. I'm going to say I'm going to get that. I take account of when I see the lottery commercial 5 times in an hour. I just don't buy tickets every week anymore. I haven't in probably 9 months to a year. Don't tell me when. That'll give me clues. Now, can negative ego grab hold of that and say, oh my God, got to do that every Monday, Wednesday? Yeah, but I don't. I say, oh no. I'll buy one at a time on the day of the drawing, and that's the way we're going to do it, because that's what they've told me I needed to do. When you get the feeling, Bill, that's when you do it. And everybody can do that. That's just it. Everybody can do that, because I think I had a reading this week where I was talking to somebody. We were talking about any plans that ego makes will fail. Any plans that ego make is going to fail. Anything ego tells you, if you're being told to do something again and again and again because you think I have to do this to get what I want, and then it doesn't come, because you're listening to your ego. Negative ego is not your friend. Then when you stop doing it, say, no, I'm not doing that stuff anymore because it doesn't work. Bingo. Ego, I'm not doing that stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. What you're telling me is a lie. What you're telling me is a lie. And it's true. It's true. Hey, Vicky. And then as you start to do that more and more, guess what happens? You're easily led. Easily led. Then everything starts to make sense. All of a sudden, you're getting all kinds of things on Instagram, all kinds of things on Facebook, all kinds of things you're seeing on Facebook Watch, or you're seeing on YouTube, whatever it might be. Oh, I can see where this is going, because they're going to give you content, Spirit says. I've said this before. They're going to give you content for encouragement. They're going to give you content on meditations. They're going to give you content on astrology. They're going to give you content on all kinds of things. They may just throw the pasta on the wall and see what sticks. You're the one who gets to decide what I'm going to look at, what I'm going to listen to. Is it music? Is it musical meditation? Is it fun stuff? Is it astrology? Is it a card? Is it a card reader? They may give you multiple things. Again, it keeps your vibration high. And on Instagram, I'm telling you, the more that you like stuff that is spiritual things, it just quadruples. And then what is amazing is they focus it on what you want. Why? To keep your vibration high. Even at 9, 10 o'clock at night, if you're scrolling through Instagram and it says, to affirm this, yes, and you punch yes, you Y-E-S, and you send it, and you respond. I'm telling you, that keeps your energy because they're like, okay, she is paying attention to what he's actually reading that. She's actually going through and going, oh, and she just keeps doing more. She keeps more and more and more. Of course. They'll say, she gets it. This is great. She gets it. Now let's see if she'll do it tomorrow. Let's see if he does it tomorrow and the next day. Let's see if he does it only on the weekends or if he actually does it during the week. Takes 15, 20 minutes out at 7:30 at night. What's on Instagram? And I scroll through and there's a yes, there's a yes, there's a heart, there's a yes, there's a heart, there's a yes. And I firmly believe because they bring me those things, that's how you keep yourself in a higher dimension. So you keep yourself in a higher frequency, right? No place to go but up from there. And it doesn't, I know. You'll know when you fall, he says. You know when you're like, okay, wow, I don't feel like doing Instagram today. You better do it. I don't feel like looking at YouTube today. You better do it. Because there's probably a message in there to change your day, to change your outlook. Maybe there's something there that you're supposed to read or listen to that hits you right square in the heart. And you go, oh my God, that message is for me. And I get those messages from you guys on Facebook all the time. Oh my gosh, Bill, this was meant for me. Bingo. And you send the heart. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, guys. Every time you respond, it's a good thing. If you're triggered, don't respond. If you're triggered negatively, because usually that's what trigger means. Chimes. You may have to look and go, okay, so Bill, why does that trigger you? Why does that make you feel angry? Why does that make you feel sad? Why does that make you feel any way but positive? And the more that you call yourself out on that, right? The more that you go, so why does that bother me? The less you do it. I'm proof. I'm proof. I love to argue. I love to argue. My point always has since I was a child. And it doesn't serve me at all because it brings me into 3D. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't watch the news anymore. I don't read the newspaper anymore. I don't do any of that stuff. No, it's too third dimensional for me. Kathy reads Tut every morning. I do too. That's the first thing I read in the morning is Tut. Yep. See what they have to say. Does it resonate or not? Well, guess what? In the last year, that's resonated. Resonated big time. Yeah. So, okay, I think he's done. So I'm doing a psychic fair Saturday in Lapeer. If anybody's over here on the east side and not doing anything, come on out. I'll be there. It's a pretty good fair. And April, I'll be in Jackson. I'll be in Jackson, Michigan on the 23rd and 24th of April. That's the weekend after Easter. I think that's it because I've got parties. I've got parties on the other weekend days, and then May. I'm in Ann Arbor at the Memorial Day weekend, and I am in Frankenmuth. I call that up north. Okay, Amanda. In the middle of April. I think the weekend before Memorial Day for 2 days in Frankenmuth. And then June, I think I have one in June, and then I don't have anything else. Spirit would not let me book any fairs past June. I got a hunch that I may not be here. So we'll be in the process of moving to Maui. So that's good. So thanks, everybody. Any questions, let me know. 248-310-7689 is the phone. Text me on Facebook Messenger too. If you got questions, comments, you need something, I'm always around to take care of it. I'll run to take care of you guys. Don't think that you're by yourself because you're not. All right. Yeah. Enjoy yourself this weekend, and work on yourself. And yeah, So namaste, everybody. I'll see you next Thursday at 3. I'm pretty sure 3 o'clock for Coaching for the Soul. Thanks, guys.